Well, hello. Welcome back to the Valentine's Day special. Well, no, actually, it's Soul Search Sunday with Johnny Tiger on February 14, 2021. Valentine's Day. Hopefully, everyone have had a good one. Now, I understand that it is always a little bit sensitive uh, to talk about a happy Valentine's Day because after all, some people's idea is that you know it's a day for people who have someone who loves them, someone who they love. Not the way I look at it. Mind you, I'm hardly an authority on this. I have not had to spend Valentine's Day being single for as far as I can remember the last 24 years. That is not me wanting to brag about uh, always having someone, but just seem to be the way things work out. I have not had to spend a Valentine's Day being single for a long, long time. But be that as it may, it is my belief that no one in this world should or could or would love ourselves more than we can ourselves. If for one reason or another that this statement is not true, then you or whoever that disputed would definitely need to sit back, take a look at your relationship with yourself. Because if you can't learn to love yourself, then you can't learn to love anyone else, and you can't learn to get loved by anyone else. A little bit cliche, maybe, but definitely true. So, if you have someone who you love or someone who you uh, feel loves you, Valentine's Day can be very traditional, very conventional. You get them gifts, they give you gifts, you spend some quality time together. But if not, there's nothing wrong with showing that inner self, that inner child, that inside you, the love that you yourself know that you deserve all this time. Of course, you shouldn't have to wait until Valentine's Day to be nice to yourself. You should be nice to yourself as much as you can. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a very happy person in the end. Well, today was a very special day. Very, very special. I mean, aside from being Valentine's Day, it was special in a completely different level for me. You can say that I have reached a state of transcendence in this day, state of being, of wellness, of happiness that I have not experienced uh, all that often uh, or all that much lately. Today was a day that one of my childhood dream became a reality. No, I did not get a new music award, and no, I did not win the lottery. Uh, I did not fight in another martial art tournament. Sorry, no gold medal, no silver medal, nothing of the sort. Growing up as a blind child in a completely sighted and very, very visual family, my experience of shopping, whether for food, for clothes, for toys, was that I was always at the mercy of whoever sighted that was with me at the time. For example, when I was little, Um, my parents loved to get baked goods from this Chinese bakery near our place. Um, and sometimes my mom would take me with her to the bakery. While we were in the bakery, my mom would walk me around and then she would say, "Stay here, don't move." And then she would get close to the display, and that all I would hear was she saying things like, "Hmm, oh, it doesn't look good. Hmm, maybe not that. Wow, that is expensive. Oh, hey, they have the coconut cream bun you like. Let's get that." And your dad always wants the same thing, so we'll get him the pastries he wants. Okay, let's go. So almost every experience going into the bakery was like that. I've been in that bakery for no less than 100 times with my parents, and in the end, all I knew of what they had was coconut cream bun and the pastries my dad liked. On the intellectual level, I knew that they must have a lot more other things, probably hundreds and hundreds of other things, but I didn't know what they were because my mom did not see fit to inform me on the choices. And on the few occasions that I would ask, my mom would say, "Well, what do you want?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know what's there." "Well, they have coconut cream bun. You always like that. Let's get that." That's what my mom would say. Or she would say, "Look, I know what you like. I know what you don't like. There's no point of me standing here telling you of all the stuff that you probably won't like anyway." So I grew up going into this very delicious smelling place with my parents for up to 100 times and having no idea of what other stuff they had, while the curiosity just kept building up in my mind. And from that age onward, I had this little, very ridiculous, very uh, pathetic, some people would say, dream that it would be so nice if one day I can just come in here and sample everything they have and make up my own mind on what I like, what I don't like, and at least by the end of the day, I would know what they have and what they taste like. Was it a childish dream? Yes, of course. I was a child. Was it a pathetic dream? Probably, depending on how judgmental uh, we might be feeling today. But here's the thing: as human beings, we have many, many, many things we want, especially while we're growing up. We have many, many dreams. And not every dream have to be ambitious. Not every dream have to be big. Not every dream have to be about world peace or solving the, the secret of the universe. Not every dream have to be about discovering the fountain of youth or standing on the world stage in front of millions of people and receiving their adoration. No, sometimes it is good to have small dreams, stupid dreams, foolish dreams, pathetic dreams, dreams that are just yours, dreams that other people probably would never talk about, dreams that other people don't know about, dreams that in your head you know it's ridiculous and you know will probably always just remain a dream, but it is yours nonetheless. And this is why having those dreams is important because they will surprise you. Some days, if you slow down the pace of life enough, if you slow down enough to actually pay attention to what's going on in your life, you will suddenly realize that these little dreams are happening, becoming reality one little bit at a time, and every day of your life can be filled with tiny little miracles. A happy life is made up of many, many, many little happy moments rather than one great big happy moment. Remember that. If you only have one great big achievement, that feeling of happiness will fade away in a week, a month, a year, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, 50 years later. You won't even remember the feeling of standing on that stage, getting that award in front of the entire world. But if your days are filled with the happiness of these little, tiny, inconsequential dreams becoming reality, they are like tiny little shooting stars. Are they all that important? Not really. But they brighten your sky all the same. And with enough of them, you will become a very happy person. I had my bakery dream realized today. Leading up to Valentine's Day, so a couple of days ago, my beautiful, intelligent girlfriend. Oh, why did I just stumble over that? It was not intentional. It was there's no hidden meaning there. I just need a drink of water. Okay, my throat is getting dry. Anyway, a few days ago, my beautiful, intelligent girlfriend and I were talking on the phone, and she asked me, what do you want to do for Valentine's Day since we can't get together and we can only spend it together on the phone? I said, well, why don't we each order something we really like and enjoy it together? So this morning she asked me, she said, what are you going to order? Do you have anything in mind? I said, nothing in particular, but there is this Chinese bakery that my parents used to shop from when I was little. They're still open today. And I want to go and order from them. I just want to order a whole bunch of stuff from them. So I opened up my Uber Eats app and I saw that I have a coupon in there, 30% off coupon. And I opened up the bakery's listing, and I kid you not, I went down the menu and ordered probably 95% of the items they had, one each. Yeah, there were a few things I skipped, like an 8-inch chocolate cake or 8-inch vanilla cake. Those stuff, like, obviously too big, and I don't have room to store them. But within possibility, within my ability to eat them, I ordered one of every item from a bakery. Without the discount, this would be over $100 of baked good, but even with the discount, it came to just over $60. It showed up in three humongous boxes, and I am like a child in a candy store. The moment that I did this, let me be honest, when I made this decision this morning to order from the bakery, up to the moment that I was making my selection, it did not occur to me that I was realizing my childhood dream, because that childhood dream honestly was so inconsequential, was insignificant, that I pretty much forgot about it. Like it became one of those old childhood dreams that got buried beneath layers and layers of important appointments, important businesses, important decisions. It wasn't until the boxes of baked good were sitting on my kitchen counter that the feeling came over me, just washed over me, a feeling of completion, the feeling of wow, I had this dream when I was a child, and I just did it. I just made it a reality. It's sitting right here on my kitchen counter. 95% of the item available in that bakery. Now I know what they have, and I'm going to spend the next 6 or 7 days finding out what they taste like. I have done it. The feeling of transcending, the feeling of completion, the feeling of doing something for myself just for the sake of doing something for myself was so profound that I decided to do a Soul Search Sunday so I can ramble on and on about it. Now, to most of you, you're probably thinking, well, you could have just done that years ago, just go in there and buy everything, and you wouldn't have just have to live with that dream for all these years. And that is true. That is true. But here's the thing: sometimes when you go out of your way to achieve a dream, when you go out of your way to make something real, you have the possibility of suffering a kind of anticlimactic reaction. So, in other words, if I set out to buy things from this bakery just for the exclusive purpose of completing a dream, then I'm going to spend the next few days thinking about, oh my goodness, all this sweet stuff is going to, I'll have to do a couple hundred extra push ups, and oh my god, that was a lot of money, I shouldn't have done that, yada yada yada. And yeah, the mom was right, these things are not that good, I don't like this, I don't like that. But now, because I did this um, unintentionally, I did this thing that completed my childhood dream without meaning to. It was a pleasant surprise. And if and when I'm sure I'm going to come across things that I don't like in this big box of baked good, I'm not going to feel bad about it because, hey, that was fun. And that feeling that washed over me when I realized what I have done, when I realized that something just clicked into place in my head. That inner child that spent all these years having his dreams ignored is now content and happy. The time is now 9 p.m. It was all worth it. Again, life is not that short, but not that long either, especially when we take into the lifespan of the world, the planet, the mountains, or even trees around us, plants, rock. But sometimes, for a lot of people, we spend our life go on day to day without something really, really magical happening. Sometimes we go quite a long time without realizing a dream, without accomplishing what we set out to do. And life can set into a pattern of dreariness, of just the same cycle going round and round and round and round until you get old and you wonder and you wonder and then you get older and you wonder and then you get older and then you might still be wondering, hey, I wonder what exactly was available in that Chinese bakery. Thank you for checking out today's Soul Search Sunday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Music Monday. For now, Have a good night.